और सांस के साथ हम एक हो जाएंगे। सांस के साथ दोस्ती, सांस के साथ दोस्ती। सांस को सांस को हम स्वयं भगवान, परंतु भाग्यशाली बनने के लिए हमें ध्यान अभ्यास चाहिए। सांस को सांस को सांस को सांस को बन जाए। सांस को ध्यान को योगी कोई भी आंखें न खोले मेरे प्यारे दोस्तों। आज का दिन ध्यान का दिन है और आज से होगा हर एक दिन निश्चित रूप से ध्यान का। सांस के साथ हम स्नेह करेंगे। ध्यान को
Namaste friends, welcome to you all to this session. Let us invite our Guru Founder Pitamaha Patriji, Mahatar Babaji, all the Ascended Masters, Masters of Abundance, Health, Wealth and Prosperity, Masters of Knowledge, Masters of Guidance, and the angels and archangels and guardian angels. We invite you all to this session and guide us to take this knowledge and assimilate and use it for our worldly and spiritual growth. Welcome you, ma'am. Bindu madam. Welcome to you all, friends. Bindu madam is a chartered accountant by profession, and she's working as an IT professional as a change manager for a large retail firm in UK. And with her worldly journey, she has endeavored into spiritual journey at this early age. And her journey with meditation started over a year ago. And then that is when she realized that it was her purpose of life. And not only academically, Bindu is also a certified transformational life coach, and money workshop leader, prosperity and wealth coach, life coach, NLP certified life coach, law of attraction certified life coach, and Ho'oponopono practitioner, and a Theta Healer. She wears many hats and she's been guiding many souls to achieve their soul purpose and in their spiritual journey. And it's a great opportunity for us. She's here with us to share her knowledge. Let us all imbibe that knowledge and let us put it into practice, our daily course, and attain abundance both worldly and spiritually. Once again, welcome you, ma'am. The session is yours.
Thank you, Kumari ma'am. Thank you for the beautiful intro. Hello, friends. Good morning. Lovely to have you all here today. It's my pleasure, absolutely, to be here, part of PSSM India. So today's topic we are going to talk about is abundance. And I would like to give out my views on abundance. And there's lots of information packed for you. So, which I like to take it very slowly. So, maybe we will do it over 3 sessions because I really want you to understand what is abundance and how do you create abundance in your life. And there are so many misconceptions about abundance and prosperity, which I really want to reveal that to you today. So without further ado, let's go into the session. I'm going to share my presentation.
Yes, please.
So sharing my screen.
Yeah, we can see your screen.
Okay, wonderful. Thank you, Kumari ma'am. Okay. So I like to talk about abundance, and I call the topic as alchemy of abundance. So, who is an alchemist? An alchemist, we generally call somebody who can convert any metal into gold. So that is who is an alchemist. So in other words, it can be something, a magic that you can actually create. So today, I mean, the topic I've chosen to speak to you about is the alchemy of abundance. You can create the same alchemy or the same magic in your life by creating abundance in your life. How do we do that? This is what we're going to learn today. So I want to keep this session really interactive. So I want to understand from the viewers, what is it? What does abundance mean to you? What is abundance? I mean, different people have different views on abundance. So it will be very nice to share what are your views on abundance.
Namita ji and Parvati ji, if you can speak, that will be appreciated.
Or you can chat or
I
just.
think, madam, we have joined this by mistake.
Okay.
Yes, I'm dropping off.
Okay. Parvati ji? Yes. Bindu.
Sorry, I didn't get that. Parvati ji, did you say something?
Hi, ma'am. Namaste.
Hello, ma'am. So what does abundance mean to you? No problem, that's okay. So, abundance, different people have different opinions on abundance. So, basically, if I have to, somebody has to ask me what is abundance, abundance is a mindset. So, it's a sense of plenty and infinite possibilities. So, when you feel abundant, you feel so satisfied. You think, okay, I've got everything what I need. And it's also a faith that everything will come to you in the right time, and also being satisfied with what you have and being healthy, and also being happy. It's actually a inner wealth. It's not an outer wealth, it's an inner wealth, because abundance is a mindset. So if you look at those traits, attitude, satisfaction, faith, it's all a traits. It's not physical, it's intangible, it's not something you can touch. It's basically something within you. So abundance is actually a inner wealth. So anybody can possess abundance. You don't have to be wealthy to have abundance. This is something that we really need to understand, because often what happens is abundance and prosperity are used synonymously, and it is not right. Abundance and prosperity are completely different. So this is what I want you to understand. So now, when I ask, what is prosperity then? So prosperity is again a written value to your wallet. So it can be money, it can be your bank account, right? It is something outside of you. It's not within you, it's outside of you. So it is something that is tangible. That means something you can actually touch. So you can touch money, right? You can touch car, or you can touch a building, anything. So that is something which is very tangible, is prosperity. So so somebody have to ask you a question. Are rich people abundant? Yes, no? It might
Yes.
not be. Because if you think about it, rich people, if somebody is really rich, they might be operating from a source of fear, because they might be thinking, right, what's going to happen to me tomorrow? My competitor can overcome me. So I might, lose my business. So they're operating from fear. Not everyone are the same, but it can be. Not everyone who is prosperous can be abundant. Whereas an abundant person is always prosperous, because it's a internal wealth. You're happy, you're satisfied, you're always joyful. So you can see those beautiful traits within you, right? So that is what abundance means. It's that inner wealth. This is what we need to understand. We don't need to be rich to be abundant. Everything is within us. So, everything, it's just that beautiful mindset we need to tune into, right? So,
Yes.
so before I go into how we create abundance, we really need to understand some universal laws. There are some laws in this universe that govern us, just like the law of gravity. There's some other laws that govern us. So wherever we live, we have a government, right, that operate us to do things the way we do. So in the same way, there are universal laws. If we understand how these universal laws work, we can achieve, we can actually work based on those laws, and we can achieve anything and everything, right? So let's go one by one and understand what are these laws that the universe is governing us. So the first one is then the law of abundance. So what does the law of abundance mean? So when you look at this picture, what does that picture tell you?
So all the colors in all the nature that is existing
Yes,
in front of us,
yes, yes, ma'am.
all the life that is flowing.
Yeah. Absolutely, ma'am. So when we look at that picture is so beautiful. It is telling what exactly abundance is. If you see, it's so green, the water is flowing, and beautiful flowers, rainbow, birds, sky. So you can see when you look at the picture, that gives you a sense of joy and happiness, right? When you look at that beautiful picture, it's
Yes.
because that picture is speaking 100 words. It's abundant. Abundance, in other words, is overflowing, plentifulness, more than what you need, and a supply of more than what you need. So it determines completeness, fullness, and fulfillment. This is what abundance is actually means, right? So this is what the picture is telling me. So the law of abundance tells us that in this universe, you have infinite resources for everyone and for anyone, right? So there is no scarcity whatsoever. There is so much of resources available for each and every one of us. So there is a study that was done, and they said that if they have to divide the whole of the resources that is existing in the universe and divided it and given it to the people, every person in this world would get about $1,000 in cash, and 3,000 square feet of land. How wonderful is that, isn't it? Can you see? That
Yeah.
is how much the universe is, or that is how much our universe is abundant with. And also, the law of abundance tells us that universe is always expanding to whatever needs we have. It is there to give us whatever we need, and it's expanding, always expanding to kind of fit into whatever we need, basically. So there's no scarcity at all in this universe. It's too much more abundant. We live in an abundant universe. This is what we need to understand. So, because we always think, oh, there's so much competition, we might not get this. We are always having a rat race because we're thinking somebody might go and grab that first than me. But no, there is equal and opportunities for everyone, and there is so much of abundance in this universe that the mother universe is actually offering us. So this is what we need to remember. Okay. And then, so abundance is something that we acquire. It is something that it's not something that we acquire. This is something that we tune into. Wayne Dyer is again one of the great authors. He said abundance is not something that we acquire, it is something that we tune into. So like I said, abundance is a mindset, so we need to tune into that frequency to actually bring that abundance into our life. Okay, so now the next, whatever I'm going to teach you today, I'm going to talk to you based on a bit of quantum physics, a bit of neuroscience, a bit of law of attraction. So I'm going to put everything together and give you the information so you kind of understand, where that missing links are. Because people think that I practice law of attraction, it does not work because there are something that we are not actually following. If we understand the universal laws, there is no way we would fail because the understanding of this laws is very important. So now everything is energy. So we, according to quantum physics, we are 99.9999% energy and 0.0001% matter. So if we are energy, everything we think, feel, and every feeling that we think, and whatever we are having an emotion, it's all energy, right? Energy always travels, right? So this is something we need to understand. If we are made up of, we are energy beings. So we are the spiritual beings coming to this planet with a human experience, just for a human experience. So this is what we have to always remember. Now going into law of attraction. So what is law of attraction? Because people, I'm sure many people know about law of attraction, but just to give you a very quick brief about law of attraction. Law of attraction, if you imagine yourself as a giant magnet, you're a big magnet, okay? Your mind is a big magnet and you're attracting what you think, right? And what you feel is what you're going to attract. So if you're thinking of a negative thought, you are going to attract a negative event into your life because based on law of attraction. So just like the law of gravity, law of attraction is always working on you regardless of you know about it or you don't know about it. It doesn't matter, but law of attraction is always working. So be very mindful of what are you thinking, what is your thoughts like, where are you coming from. This is something you have to be very careful about because along with law of attraction, so whatever you're thinking, right, there's another law which works along with it as law of vibration. What is, so like we said, energy always vibrates, right? Whatever you're thinking, that the energy that is in your body, it's always vibrating. So how does this energy vibrate then? The energy is always vibrating at a frequency. This is called law of frequency. So if you understand law of attraction, if you understand law of energy and law of vibration, it's all works together. So this is how People don't understand why law of attraction doesn't work because they don't understand law of frequency. Okay.
Yeah.
Um, Mom, you're able to hear me, right?
Yes. Yeah. I can hear you right.
Okay, great. Um, Great. So now, so that is law of frequency. Whatever thought you are thinking vibrates in the universe with a certain frequency. So what is that frequency then? This frequency is based on the quality of your thought, right? So
Yeah.
this is what exactly this is a concept taken from Dr. David Hawkins, a wonderful author, and he's written many books, Power versus Force and Letting Go. There's many books written by this great author, and this is a vibration. So now, when you think about your thoughts, what is your thought? Where are you resonating? So if you're thinking about a thought where you're very angry about something or you're very scared about something, look at your vibration. It is low vibration, right? Or look at the scale. If you see, if you're thinking about something which is um, based on guilt or fear, or based on anger, you're vibrating at a very low frequency. So what happens when you're vibrating at that frequency? You are going to face a consequence or an event of that frequency. You are going to manifest something because of that frequency you're vibrating in. It matches your frequency. So whatever you are vibrating with, what about then thinking of something or based on love or something, joy? You are going to have a event. You're going to attract an event into your life which is based on that frequency. If you're happy, you're going to attract a happy event into your life. This is something very, very important for us all to remember. I always refer back to the scale to think, where am I resonating at? So this is something, if you want to invite abundance into your life, you've got to make sure where is your vibration. Law of attraction works based on your vibration. Where are you vibrating at? So this is what I would always, always refer to. And this is something we all have to very much remember. Okay. So there's another law. By all means, stop me if you have any questions, or if you have any doubts, maybe raise your hand. I'll just go with the flow for now, and we will stop and take questions probably at the end.
Yeah.
Okay.
That is a better idea.
Sure, ma'am.
Maybe we'll
Okay.
take the questions at the end.
Yes, ma'am. Yes. So there is something called law of deliberate creation. So what is law of deliberate creation? So when you sit down and think about a thought, it can be anything, a good thought, a bad thought. So that is something you're doing without even thinking that you're actually creating it, right? So, but then law of deliberate creation means you are trying to create something deliberately. That means purposefully. So now you want to create abundance, or you want to create prosperity in your life. How do you do that? This is the law of deliberate creation. So if you have to thinking about prosperity, so you want wealth in your life, right? For example, what do? You think about, you kind of match your frequency. So you are actually thinking about what. So for example, let's take, you want to buy a new car. You're now you're putting an intent into a universe, saying that I want a new car, and you're visualizing that you wanted a car of particular color, or particular style, and what is it you want exactly. So this is what you are trying to create. You're co-creating, in other words. This is called the law of deliberate creation. Anything can be created in this universe which you wanted. So you don't have to think, oh, I don't have opportunities to probably manifest what I want. No, what quantum physics tells us is there's infinite possibilities and opportunities in the quantum field that exists in the universe. So you don't really need to worry about competition. You don't really need to worry about scarcity or opportunities. Everything you want does exist in the universe. What you need to do is you need to tune into that frequency so you can deliberately create whatever you want. We will go through all the tips and tools, how do you create everything, in the later sessions, but I really want you to understand these universal laws, because we tend to fail only because there is a bit of lack of understanding. Personally, I had the lack of understanding on these universal laws, but when, as I read many books, attended many sessions, I kind of understood there is so many things that I'm not aware of, which are my missing links. So I kind of, understood everything, and now I have a clear picture why we tend to fail in creating what we really want to. Yeah. So
Yeah, this is good to, I mean, this is a nice way it's put so people can really understand. We
yes,
just think in terms of karma and we depend on God to give us abundance or prosperity. For both,
exactly.
we depend on Him. But these are very well explained, more in a scientific way rather than a spiritual way.
Yes, ma'am. So what we do is, what we tend to do is, okay, if we do believe, for example, in astrology, I mean, I personally used to a lot, but now I don't very much, because I know I'm the creator. I'm the creator of my own destiny. Once I came into meditation, the whole mindset has changed, because what we do is we give away the power to somebody and
Yeah,
we depend on them, right? But now it's the time for us to take back that power, because we are God, we are the creators, right? So when we know this simple thing, you don't need to depend on anyone. You can co-create, you can create anything you want. These are the laws that the universe is governing on. So if you understand the law, just imagine you're playing a game, and if you want to win in the game, you need to understand the rules correctly, right? In the
yes,
same way, these are the laws that govern this universe. If you understand how this universe is run, and by understanding the laws, you can we can win. You can probably do anything you want. You can create what you want. You can live a life of your dreams by just not only, just not only following your instinct, but just using these laws as a tool to achieve your life of your dreams. Okay. So this is called law of deliberate creation. So you can create anything you want just with your thought alone. Once I think, once we complete all the three sessions, I want you to become, I would say, you have become supernatural, because just with your thought alone, you can change everything. You can create everything you want in your life, right? Now, law of allowing. So there is another law in the universe. It's called law of allowing. So what does that mean? So basically, what that means is you have to allow the universe to deliver to you, whatever it is. So, based on law of cause and effect, or based on karma, whatever we have done in the past, there is a consequence to it. So that's coming to you. So when something is coming to you, you can't say no. I don't want to take it. We can't say it, because that's something you created. Even you know about it or you don't know about it, you created it. So in the same way, if universe is trying to give you something good, please allow it. Bring it on, let it deliver to you. Don't resist, because most of the people, what they do is they resist. Universe is trying to always communicate to you in different forms, but we are not open to receive those messages from the universe. That is why we tend to fail. So this is why a law of allowing is so important. Good or bad is based on our actions, our deeds, on based on those previous actions. So just allow the universe to deliver whatever it is, right? This is something for us to remember and sort of put it into practice.
yes,
So these are the rules of the universe that which are very important for abundance or wealth creation. Okay, so Moving on, then, I want to talk something about called abundance code. What does a code mean to you? If somebody asks you a question, what is a code? Generally, in IT language, code is something you write, so a program is run, right? So that is a code, or a code is something that you put in to open, something. So this can be interpreted in different ways. To me, a code is something that you write, written in the background. A program is run. So, in this context, what I want to tell you is the abundance code. So, when we know all these laws are working, then still, why is that we fail to kind of create abundance in our life? Why is that? Because there are some programming within us which is written incorrectly. So, what that means is right from our childhood, we it can be family, environment, circumstances, it can be anything. We are being programmed in a wrong way. So otherwise, it's also called as a belief system, right? So our beliefs are completely different. So one might think, okay, I can't become rich because I was born in a middle class family. This is just a random belief system, I'm telling you. I have to work very hard to earn money. That's again a belief system. So these are the kind of belief systems we are totally ingrained into our minds. So it is so hard for us to uh, come out of that until we reprogram in ourselves. We cannot work with the laws of the universe, right? So this is so important for us to understand what is the belief system, where are we operating from. So these abundance codes, we have that wrong programming within ourselves, which we need to kind of reprogram it. I mean, it's easy, it can be done. So we need to understand where are we coming from. So this is what I meant by abundance codes, right? I'll tell you all about it. So now, roots of scarcity thinking. Now, when you think about something, this is something we need to think because we are programmed in such a way that money does not grow on trees. We cannot become rich, or it's very hard to earn money. We have to work extremely hard to be rich. These are the sort of codes or the programming that is done when as we are growing up, as for based on circumstances, family, it can be anything. So now, why is that? Now it's a question for you to think. Why am I thinking that way? What understand the roots of the scarcity thinking? Abundance thinking is, now we spoke about abundance. We spoke that abundance is everywhere. We can tune into, it's a mindset, and we can achieve anything that we want through abundance. But then people operate from that scarcity thinking what is thinking, oh, there is so much of lack in this universe and it's very hard to earn money. So this is where you need to think from your own perspective. Where am I operating from? Am I thinking abundantly? Am I thinking from the scarcity thinking? So this is something that you need to question yourself. And if you want to achieve abundance, you've got to think abundantly, right? So this is extremely important. So this is something that I want you to keep thinking until the next class, where I'll tell you more principles on how you can create abundance into your life. And then finally, we can talk about all the tips and tools how to bring and welcome abundance into your life. Okay, so this is what I want you to remember. So now we need to move away. So because we've been programmed incorrectly, so from childhood, we see that competition, right from LKG student competition. This is so much of tuning. You know, Parents have done nothing wrong with the parents. I mean, it's a society we grew up with, but now it is our chance to educate our children to think differently. Don't go with competition. We have, the universe is there to give us everything we want. You know, not putting pressure on the child, saying that there's limited seats or limited resources. There is you have to work hard. This is all wrong programming that we've been brought up with, but now we want to change our mindset. Think abundantly. There's so much of abundance in universe. Universe is willing to give anything. Ask and it shall be given. This is a great book. Again, based on law of attraction. Anything you ask the universe, it is there to give it to you. It is there to help you in every possible form. But we got to be, again, understanding the vibration. Where are we coming from? The frequency, all those things, we got to make sure that we really understand them. So from competition to cooperation, what that means is, don't go with competition, go with cooperation. So for example, either it can be your workplace or it can be at home. Don't go with competition, work together. When you help other people, you can welcome abundance. Because the reason I'm telling you that, when you're working from the source of competition, think, what is it? What is it you're thinking? When you are thinking competitively, you have fear, right? What is your mind telling you? Why are you being competitive? Because somebody is going to overtake you. So where are you operating from? You're operating from the scarcity mindset, and you're operating from fear, right? And you're operating from anger. If you go back to the scale here, which we spoke about, where is your vibration? Think about it. Where is your vibration? Fear, grief, anger, pride. All these are low frequency vibrations. You don't want to be in that frequency vibration. You always, that is why we say vibrate higher. That means love, acceptance, joy, happiness. These are high frequency vibrations. So this is where you should be operating from. So that is why I say move away from competition to cooperation. So now, when you are helping somebody, what is your state of mind? Happiness, right? Joy, because you're helping somebody. So what is based on quantum physics? Again, what you send out an emotional, electromagnetic, we spoke about it earlier. We are made of energy, we are electromagnetic beings. So what is that? We send out that electromagnetic signature into the universe. So when you're operating from competition, you are sending out a electromagnetic signature of fear into the universe. So what are you going to attract back? Fear, isn't it, based on law of attraction? If you're operating from the state of cooperation, helping somebody, when you help somebody, what is your state of being? Happiness, joy, right? And then what happens? What are you sending out to the universe? The electromagnetic signature? Joy, happiness, yeah? Fulfillment. Fulfillment is something when you feel satisfied that you've been able to help somebody, right? So you're vibrating at a very high frequency. This is very simple, but very powerful. I personally, when I understood this, I mean, I was so thrilled. I just felt I've unlocked abundance, because that's why I called it abundance codes, because these are very simple things, very, very small things, but these are mistakes that we do in life, that we're not welcoming abundance. So move away from competition to cooperation. Help people as much as you can. When you help people, you're sending out that wonderful electromagnetic signature into the universe, into the quantum field, and you are going to draw an event back into our life which is based on that frequency, right? So that is why it's so important to refer back to that chart. Where are you operating from? That's so, so important. Dealing with distraction. So this is again so important. So what
This
that
is very
means,
important.
yeah, thank you, ma'am. So dealing with distractions. Now, you want to welcome abundance and prosperity into your life, right? So when you want to be abundant, what should you be doing? Where should you be vibrating? In when we look at that scale, you should be vibrating at a high vibration. But then, if you're wanting abundance and you're watching or listening to something which is based on poverty, or something that is negative, they both are conflicting. you can't, it just neutralizes with each other. They don't work. So you have to, that is why I call it dealing with distraction. If you want to feel abundant, if you want to become wealthy, prosperous, what should you do? Your frequency should be in the same vibration, and you should make sure that you're not distracting yourself by watching something. So again, it's a mental diet, watching something on TV which is conflicting, because when you watch TV, everything, the reason they show so many things on TV is because they want to scare you, right? Tell me something. I mean, when you watch TV, is there a happy news? It's never a happy news generally, right? It's all something that might scare you. It can be something very negative. So you might be thinking, okay, that's got nothing to do with me. But no, it just goes and sits in your subconscious mind. So you will have that fear. So if I switch on the TV, all I listen about is now COVID. Yes, COVID is existing, but then you really don't want to know very much, because you're vibrating higher. Nothing should come and come to you when you're vibrating higher. So it's so important. If you want to be tuned into abundance, you have to match your frequency, that you are actually mingling with people who are actually talking about abundance, or talking about either giving you good knowledge based on abundance. Don't distract yourself looking into something which is negative of abundance. Otherwise, it will fail, because a positive and a negative neutralizes each other, right? So this is something you got to really remember. Okay, so when you're grateful, fear disappears and abundance appears. This is a great quote from Tony Robbins. So when you're operating from fear, there is no abundance, because of what did we speak about? When you're operating from fear, you're sending out that electromagnetic signature into the universe based on fear, guilt, shame, right? So you are going to draw an event back into your life based on that. So you have to be very careful with what are you vibrating at. So when you're grateful, what does that mean? Gratitude. Simple, simple, but yet a powerful tool is gratitude. Expressing gratitude to what you have currently. When you express gratitude to what you have currently, what are you telling the universe? Just think. You are saying, I'm so happy, I'm satisfied, I'm abundant, I'm very joyful, right? I'm very fulfilled. So you are sending that electromagnetic signature into the universe, saying, I'm so happy, joyful. So where are you vibrating on that scale? You're vibrating very higher, isn't it? So when you vibrate at that frequency, you're going to bring an event into your life of that frequency. Right? So this is so important. This so simple quote, but it just has a very deeper meaning. So you have to remember that when you're grateful, be grateful to everything that you have. If you start writing a gratitude journal, you would see, once you start writing, you would not stop. Whatever can be your circumstance in life, you can say, oh, I'm having a problem, or I'm having some issues, doesn't matter. But even then, you'll have so many things that you can be grateful about in life. Just think, you're breathing, you're walking, you're seeing, you're talking. I mean, this is abundance, right? I mean, there's many people who does not even feel, have the same thing. They can't speak, they can't see, they can't talk, they can't walk. So even these things which we taken for granted is so important that we understand we are abundant. So then many people who can't speak or talk or walk, so we are doing it. That means we have to be grateful to what we have. So that is why gratitude plays an immense role. Immense. I mean, I can't undermine, I can't stop speaking about it. But gratitude is so important. Just when you feel grateful to what you have, you're sending out that electromagnetic signature into the universe, into the quantum field, saying that I'm abundant. So you're going to draw that event back into your life. You'll have more and more opportunities to be grateful for, right? So it's so important for you to remember this, being grateful to what you have, right? So I think we will stop here. Principles to attract abundance, we will take it in the next session. I think probably if you have any questions, or we can do a 10 minutes meditation. Ma'am, what would you like to do?
First, we'll take the questions
Sure.
and then we'll do the meditation.
Yes, ma'am.
And I think that's a good idea. Hi, friends. Do any of you have any questions? Please share it with ma'am. She's here to clear any doubts, any this thing you have on these topics that she covered. And she's just covered just, I think, 10% of whatever she has to share. And more is to come. And and to me, these the whatever knowledge she has just shared has thrown up a lot of questions in me personally. And I would like to request you to share yours before I share mine. Please.
Any questions from anyone?
Okay. I think they have nothing. I mean, yeah, I have a question, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
We know there is abundance. We know there is creation. We know I mean, that's theoretically okay, but how does a past karma play in these circumstances? I mean, like, suppose you want to create something, you put all your energy, your imagination, your focus into it. I mean, I shouldn't say it doesn't manifest. It does manifest in some other way. I know, universe never stops, but we don't see it in the form that we want. And does karma play there, its role there, or it's not that we are not putting the enough quantum energy there?
Yeah. Yeah, that's a very good question, ma'am. So I'll tell you from what my understanding is. So wherever there is even a slight doubt, the manifestation will not take place. So if we think, okay, karma is playing a part in my life, even though I'm putting the energy, that itself is a doubt, isn't it?
Yeah.
So law of attraction, Abraham Hicks says, where there is a doubt, it will not manifest. So you have to, whenever we want to achieve something, we have to feel as if it's already fulfilled. That is why it's so important that, that feeling is so important. So when we want to manifest something in life, we have to make sure that, we do feel as if that has already manifested. Then we are very close to reality, isn't it? So that's how we can actually manifest what we really need. So have no doubt that it will not manifest. It will manifest because we are actually, believing in the universal laws, and they will not fail. So it is us who are failing because we are having doubts.
Yeah. So the principle is no doubt, full
No
faith.
doubt.
Anything will change in the
Yes,
positive way.
absolutely.
So, your, I mean, your energy flows where your thought goes.
Yeah, wherever your energy flows, where your attention goes, and wherever your attention goes, manifestation begins. So that's what quantum physics tells us.
Yes, ma'am. Neelkant sir is Hindi, and he wants to ask something. Sir, you can ask in Hindi, and you can understand, ma'am, Hindi.
Yeah, I can
Yeah,
understand him. Yeah.
I can translate it for you. नीलकंठ सर,
हाँ हाँ मैम।
या बताइए आपका क्वेश्चन क्या है?
जी, मुझे पूछना था कि फीलिंग्स जो हर घटना में हमारी रहती है, तो
हाँ,
वह कैसे हम समझे? कि मैम ने अभी बताया, यानी कि थोड़ी-थोड़ी समझ में आती है, इंग्लिश आ रही है। तो जो
ओके।
फीलिंग्स हमारी महत्वपूर्ण है, तो फीलिंग्स को कैसे समझे? कैसे पकड़े कि फीलिंग्स
अपने
हमारी सही है या नहीं है? जैसे हम सेल्फ टॉक करते हैं, तो उसमें
हाँ,
कभी-कभी पकड़ना नहीं होता फीलिंग्स को, भावनाओं को समझना नहीं होता। तो कैसे हम समझ सकते हैं?
मैडम, डिड यू
Yeah,
गेट हिज
I
क्वेश्चन?
yeah, I understood his question. So basically, the thumb rule is the source energy, the divine energy we have is joy. This is what we need to vibrate at. So whatever incidents that you come across in life, just ignore them. Just vibrate higher. That is why they say vibrate higher. So that means we got to be in the state of joy. Joy is the highest frequency, or love. Love is the highest frequency. When you love other people, you're sending out that wonderful energy into the universe, and anything can heal with love. So this is what we need to remember. So things will come into our life, whatever hiccups we have in life, it's again based on the cause and effect. Whatever happened, it comes to us. Again, allowing them to come in. Don't resist it. See, now the reason why we're feeling emotional is because we're resisting it, we're stopping it, isn't it? So if we don't resist, let them come, because that is something we created, right? If we allow it to come, either good or bad, then the emotions, we can control our emotions. We can always try to be in that higher state of vibration. I hope that answered your question.
नीलकांत जी, आप, आपका
हाँ जी, थोड़ा-थोड़ा समझ में आया मेरे। आप
हाँ,
अगर थोड़ा-सा और एक्सप्लेन करते हो हिंदी के बारे में, हिंदी में, तो बहुत आसानी से समझ सकता हूँ।
उनके कहने की मतलब ये है कि
हाँ।
हमें जो भी फीलिंग्स आती है,
हाँ, हाँ।
वो अच्छे वो शांत से,
हाँ, हाँ।
से
हाँ।
अपना
हाँ, हाँ, बराबर।
जो भी कष्ट की फीलिंग्स भी हो,
हाँ,
वो
हाँ।
कष्ट को मानना नहीं,
हाँ,
उनको
हाँ।
आने दीजिए। जो हम लोग किए हैं वो आ रहा है,
हाँ,
उसको
हाँ।
आने देना।
ऐसा।
तब भी आप कष्ट का अंदर कष्ट ना फील करें।
हाँ, हाँ। हाँ, हाँ।
जॉय और हैप्पीनेस को महसूस किए तो वो
खुशी को।
कष्ट आपको कष्ट नहीं लगेगा।
यस, यस, यस। बढ़िया।
तो जो कुछ भी आता हमारे ऊपर,
हाँ,
वो
हाँ।
भगवान की प्रसाद जैसे स्वीकार कर लेना और
हाँ, हाँ।
खुशी रहना।
बढ़िया, बढ़िया।
या
ब
वो तो मुश्किल की बात है, जैसे कि कोई आतंकी हो जाए,
हाँ।
तो तब कैसे खुशी रहें।
हाँ, हाँ, हाँ।
इसीलिए कभी भी 24/7 दिन
हाँ,
रात
हाँ, हाँ।
खुशी से रहने का इंतजार करना है हमें।
बढ़िया, बढ़िया। हाँ, हाँ।
आपको
जी।
सही मिल गई
हाँ,
कोई
हाँ, मिल गई, मिल
आंसर
गई।
और
हाँ।
कुछ?
नहीं, नहीं, बढ़िया, बढ़िया। बहुत अच्छा लग रहा है।
थैंक यू
धन्यवाद।
सर।
धन्यवाद।
थैंक यू।
Wonderful. Thank you for asking the question.
धन्यवाद, धन्यवाद मैम।
My pleasure. Yeah.
Yeah. And one more question I had is regarding the abundance and prosperity. One is interlinked, right?
Yeah, they're interrelated. People think they both are the same, but they're not the same. There is a difference between both. If you feel abundant, prosperity will automatically follow. So we got to make sure that we are abundant, feeling abundant all the time.
Okay. Thank you, ma'am. Anything else, sir? Any other question? I think he's satisfied. Okay, shall we go into meditation?
Yeah.
I think
Shall
it's
we do?
past your time.
Yeah.
We'll just do for 10-15 minutes.
Yeah.
Shall we start? You want to share the music?
If you have the music, I don't mind. Huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
Shall I continue with that?
Yes, ma'am.
जब हम सांस के साथ एक हो जाएंगे तो मन बिल्कुल शुद्ध हो जाएगी। यह तो ध्यान शास्त्र है, श्वास की परीक्षा। श्वास की प्रेक्षण जीवन कितना मधुर है अगर ध्यान हो तो, अगर ज्ञान हो तो। जीवन कितना अंधकार है अगर ध्यान ना हो, अगर ज्ञान ना हो तो। मेरे प्यारे दोस्त, हमें ध्यान चाहिए, आत्मज्ञान चाहिए। ज्ञान बिना ज्ञान नहीं, ज्ञान बिना मुक्ति नहीं। मेरे प्यारे दोस्तों, बिल्कुल नहीं, सचमुच नहीं। हम सब चाहते हैं मुक्ति, और पाने के लिए हमें चाहिए ज्ञान, और ज्ञान के लिए हमें चाहिए ध्यान। मन की शांति शांति, तन की स्वस्थता, खुशियों को पाने बन जावे, खुशियों को पाने बन जावे। मन की शांति, तन की स्वस्थता, खुशियों को पाने ज्ञानी बन जाए, बन जाए। मित्रों, हम सब ध्यानी बन जाए तो कल्याण ही कल्याण। मन की शांति और तन की स्वस्थता। मन की शांति, तन की स्वस्थता। मित्रों, हम सब ध्यानी बन जाए। मन की शांति, तन की स्वस्थता। मित्रों, हम सब ध्यानी बन जाए। ना ही कोई मंत्र, नहीं कोई तंत्र मेरे प्यारे दोस्तों, ना हम हिंदू हैं, ना क्रिश्चियन हैं। केवल हम मानव और शांति के साथ जुट जाइए तो कल्याण ही कल्याण। जन्म जन्मों के जन्मों से छुटकारा, जन्म जन्मों के जन्मों से छुटकारा। आत्मा मोक्ष पाने यज्ञ बन
Okay, friends, last 30 seconds. Let us just assimilate whatever we have gained now. Let us thank our Guruji, Pitamaha Patriji, Mahavatar Babaji, Ascended Masters, Angels, Archangels, Guardian Angels, all the Abundance Masters, Lakshmi, Kubera, Ganapati. Thank you, all Masters. We thank you for giving us this knowledge. Thank you so much, ma'am, for all your knowledge. And we'll next Thursday night for you, Friday morning.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
Thank you, ma'am, for having me here.
Thanks a lot for your valuable time and knowledge. And YouTube viewers, sorry I was not able to take your questions. Please put your questions in the comment section. We'll definitely get back to you, and subscribe to the PSSM India channel. Thank you. Thank you all. Wish you a wonderful day. And
धन्यवाद मैम, कोटि कोटि धन्यवाद.
thank you, sir. Okay, shall we log off? Anyone has any questions? No. Okay. Happy day.
Thank you, ma'am.
We'll just assimilate whatever we got. Just ruminate over it. Okay, man. See you. Thank you all.
Thank you.